Morning, Dowse.
Morning.
Well,
How are you?
Very good, thank you. And
Good.
new face today. Holmes is away.
I feel relaxed today. I feel a lot happier getting interviewed by a proper person who knows the football club, who's going to ask sensible questions. Where Holmes watching Wheels, is that right?
Yeah, he's
Watching
not in.
Wheels.
He's
Very
not
interesting fella, Holmes. He's a very interesting fella. Sharks and Wheels. He's watching him in Canada, and I bet he hasn't had a drink. I bet he's been on a diet. I bet he's been actually looking after himself completely. But I'm delighted that he's not here.
You're obviously not Facebook friends with David Holmes.
I haven't got Facebook anybody, to be honest. I wouldn't know what to do on Facebook. But it's nice to sit here knowing that Holmes is not going to ask the stupid questions. I don't have to speak to him, so it's been quite nice the last week, him not being about, to be honest.
Brilliant. Well,
But, if you're watching Holmes, you have a lovely time. You deserve that with your lovely wife. So good luck, mate.
and also before we get on to the other business, we're not doing one next week
Right.
because he's still away, but we will be doing one the week after. So this is a double issue.
Unless we get somebody else in on a permanent basis instead of Holmesy, of course.
Yeah, well, for the right money, you could probably.
I don't need money, I think we can get somebody better than Holmesy. That's what I think. But, okay, let's
And
move on.
I also need to say
Yep.
warm welcome to Kelvin Ray, member
Morning,
of the
Ian.
board.
How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, very good. And we're going to be chatting a little bit to you as well, just for the first bit of the interview, just so that people, know what you do around the place, and a little bit about you. So, well, let's start off with that. So, how long have you been a fan?
I've been a fan 30 odd years. Got involved basically when Jeff Chappell asked me to come down and look at the pitch, which has improved over the 30 years. So that's how I started to be involved with Woking.
So, why did he ask you to come and look at the pitch? Was it just a random, you look like somebody who could help?
The company that I work for, Rigby Taylor, we supply a lot of the Premiership clubs, and Jeff had a problem with the pitch at the time. I came in the summer, the grass was sort of knee high, and basically wanted some advice. So that's how I got involved with the football club.
And I know when I started as chaplain, and so I started coming down during the day, I think you were here. You seem to hear a lot of lunchtimes, just sort of.
Yeah,
sorting stuff
lunchtimes,
out.
obviously being local, sort of with
Yeah.
my job, I'm sort of out at 6 o'clock and finish by lunchtime most days, or on the way home at that sort of time. So come in, just check Colin's all right. Obviously got Colin Galliford down to the football club. Colin's been here 28 odd years now.
Yeah.
Been a great servant, and that's how it's all come apart really.
And then more recently, you've been on the board. How's that been?
Yeah, it's been very interesting being on the board. I think it's 6 years that I've been involved with the board now. Peter Jordan asked me to get involved 6 years ago. I was very reluctant to do it. Like I say, I've been supporting the club for 30 years. Best friend John Buchanan was chairman for a while. Always stayed clear of it, but no, he asked me to come on board, and he needed some help at the time, so I decided to do so.
And it has its joys and it has its stresses, doesn't it?
At the present time, it's got its joys. We've had some joy throughout the 6 years that I've been involved in it, and we've had lots of stresses as well. But focus on going forward. Very enjoyable at the present time, thanks to this man, and long may it continue.
And I know, as well as the football side, well, it is the football side, but you're also quite, big interest in the academy. You were saying you were down there last night. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a big part of you, isn't it?
obviously my son played in the academy. That's where I got my sort of interest from it. Love going to watch young footballers play. Went last night, saw the 18s win 12-0. Got some very impressive youngsters in there. Scott's done some great recruitment.
Yep.
Basically the new position that I've got as the liaison director is to help Dowse. I'm his sounding board going forward to the board. We talk about football related things, do the travel, etc. That's it really.
And how does that work for you?
Oh, brilliant. I got very well with him. His family really, but nothing changed from last season. We go and watch a lot of games together, and it's a bit of I think I made it clear from day one with director of footballs, where it's never worked in non-league football, but you do need a sound block to go up the board. It could be about money, it could be about players, it could be about we're trying to sign somebody, what we've got left in the budget, things. If I can't go around all 6 board members, Kelvin's there, but we talk every day anyway, and get on very, very well on and off the pitch. But like last season, we were going about 20 games together. I do it driving, he just sits there, to be honest. And so it's one of them where we're getting well anyway. So we're delighted about the whole thing. Me, Martin, and Ian. He's the right man to be with us in our circle, if you like, to help move it forward. And you do need that, because if not, I could say something to you. You could say something to Neil Morrison, for example, or to Rosemary, and it goes around, and you're not. But if you just have one sound block and say that's what we want, or that's what we're worried about, that's what we're concerned about, it works well both ways.
Yeah, so it's important to have a clear line of
clearly.
communication.
So if I've got a problem in the football club, good or bad, or want an idea, Kel, what do you think? Yeah, I'll take it to the board. Or you may even say, listen, I wouldn't if I was you. Some advice, because sometimes you can go to board members and say, I want this, and you're wasting your time. So it's nice to know you're not wasting time beforehand, or I'll back you 100% on that one. Or you just so instead of going to board having 7 or 8 different opinions, at least if we go with a bit of a sounding block, it's better all round. But we watch games together anyway, and he's a football nut. I know what he's done in the football club as well, and I'm very keen to see him do well. So it's important that you get people around who you trust, and 100% trust them.
So Kelvin, Chelsea winning the Champions League or Woking get promoted to the Football League, which would you go for?
Well, Chelsea have won the Champions League,
I
so
know.
I'd settle for Woking winning the league without a doubt. The start of the season's been unbelievable. I don't think anyone expected us to pick up the amount of points that we have. And to be fair, we should have more points because we were robbed, I think, on Saturday by decision, so it should have been another 2. I think we were unfortunate against Aldershot. We're performing, punching well above our weight.
Yeah, and obviously fans, board, everyone is thrilled with Dowse.
Yeah, very much so. Dowse is doing an unbelievable job.
They work together well, Ian and Martin.
Without a doubt, like I said, it's a great team. I think the team spirit here is unbelievable. It's you go down the training, they're absolutely at it 100%. Dowse offered them a day off after a trip away. No, we want to come in and train. Everyone's 100% committed to driving the club forward, which is great.
Fantastic. It's probably one of the most united times I've known in the whole club, actually.
Well, the man's lifted the spirit of the whole place. It's the town, down the town, mixing with the fans, absolutely sort of unheard of. But let's say, man of the people, and doing an absolute wonderful job.
I have to say with Dowse, we've introduced these quick fire questions with the players for the programme, 20 questions, and the last one is always asking the player how much of the manager's team talk do you understand. So Jack Cook started with, I've been with him for a few years, so I now understand 12%. Someone else was 0%. Manny Parry, I think he's in this week's programme, he just said 50%, but that's just the swearing.
I just nod at him and say yes normally, so yeah.
They do understand this, but I do swear a lot, as you know, so they get them words. But it's when I'm angry, or when I fire. I was angry at half time on a matter on Saturday, and you fly into people and all that, and that's when they pretend not to listen. But my accent's still as strong as ever, but we've got to get the drift of it. And like I say, we all work as a team here. There's no great shakes about me or anybody else. We're all as a one. All this year, you need your supporters, you need your people, and you need everybody in the club pulling together. And but we'll do. But the most important players, the players are the ones who are being together and getting through the line at the minute. And we've got another tough game tomorrow.
In just a minute, a bit on the players. I mean, it's obviously been a very heavy schedule of games, and they've got other jobs.
Yeah.
Then I've only just realised at Christmas we've got a Boxing Day game. Then we're away at Torquay, so they've got a game 26th, travelling 27th, game on the 28th. It's a big demand on part-timers. I know they're up for it, and I know they'll go for it.
It's what I want to do in life, that's what I look at it. Me, Christmas, give us Boxing Day. Great, it's a great time to go away, innit? You got your kids and the missus, go and give it one of them ones, off you go. But the players, and they've got that side of it, and I know, but if you're a lad, a young kid, and you got a chance to play for a working football club in front of 2,500 people and get the joys of what brought the last season, nobody will get that in life. And I keep saying to players, nobody will get that in life. At the minute, we're top of the league against all these big hitters, and we must have been lucky again on Saturday, I gather. We must have been lucky, even though we had hit the post, hit the ball, had a penalty, or shouldn't have been, scored a goal. And and so we must have been a bit lucky there. So anyway, so we're defying all odds, but it must be a great thrill. So yes, I got a schedule. Yes, 8 games in a month. But what would you want to be as a young lad? What would you want to be? What do I want to be as a young manager? I've always said how much I wanted this job here. So for me to be here, it's a great thing. So you can't give any slack. And if I find anything from anybody that they're not happy, then they'll just leave anywhere, because you only want players that want to play. But as a young boy, to play here with the tradition this club's got, and to get paid to do it, and well paid to do it, I think I just got to get on with it. To be honest, that's what I think. So I think, yes, it's Christmas, but you're going to be playing in front of 3,000 people at Torquay. What more Christmas present do you want than that? It's a fantastic thing. So I do think footballers, they've got to be knowing how lucky we are to play, and even at our level, being on television, getting well paid. all us on time of wages at this football club, getting backed everything to do, which players do here, and all that, you know, I'm playing for a very passionate crowd. There's not much dislike being a footballer or a manager here, so the only thing you got to do is win matches. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Thanks. I mean, changing tack a bit, we've got tomorrow we've got a minute's applause for Charlie Morton, who passed away.
Sure.
He was the captain of the 58 winning side. I didn't realise. I was looking. I mean, I think he's the record goal scorer for the club, but he didn't actually play for us for that many years. So it's a tremendous record, really, and it's sad, you know, that his passing is sad because he was such a big figure in local football. I mean,
and Martin Taylor knew all about him and all that, you know, and stuff like that, and you? Yeah.
Before my time, you know, I know I look old, but 58.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah, but, unfortunately, I don't know too much about Charlie. Obviously, legend of the club, I believe. So, definitely recognised tomorrow, without a doubt.
I mean, you know, it's just, I suppose, well, it is life, isn't it? But that 58 team gradually, I mean, they are getting older and they are getting frayed. Jeff Ham occasionally comes down still, who was another England amateur international at that time. So yeah, for the older fans, it will be, you know, huge.
And that's why we're trying to welcome him in. Like, obviously now Martin Black's helped us with that down there, getting the legends in, and Lloydie Y helps us getting his group in. And you know, we're working on a couple of things, doing another legend night shortly, because they're all part of the club and they should be part of the club. They should do a minute's silence. We want people like them down here. We want the Clive Walkers of the world, Scotty Steeles coming down to this football club, because they're massive under Jeff as well. They're massive. What we have done at this club is what made the club is. So I'm well aware a lot of managers doesn't get jealous about it, or I think no, bring them all in, because it's their football club, and I want them to see that they're massively part of the club, and we want to give it back to them. As simple as that. So I hope we'll certainly be joining the minute silence. Deserves that with the memories he gave this football club. So we're well aware that it's not just about the present, it's about the past as well, and obviously about the future. But the past is massive for working, and I hope we get a lot of older boys coming down to support us tomorrow, and then support him. I hope we can do something on the pitch for that, you know.
Yeah. So back to current football. Last Saturday, Hartlepool. I mean, we've covered the fact, you know, there were a few decisions that went against us, but you know, it's a long trip, and all in all, it was a very good performance, and we got a point and we stayed top.
No, listen, would have settled for that, would you? But you're there to win a game, and that's what we always do. We're very angry at half time, obviously, because one, you know, it's a very hard place to go. Two, we spent a lot of money down there, and they bought that centre forward, who I thought was very good, to be honest, the kid up top. You know, but we'll get a decision. You got to get them ones right. You got to get, just like the Kane Fernand one, because if people start having a look at us again, and the injuries we've got at this blinking minute as well, and getting Kane Fernand, who got suspended for a dive in the box when it was a penalty, to get him suspended, to come to this, and you know, you're not seeing it's done on purpose, of course, because people are waiting for the bubble to burst. So if we get beaten tomorrow, it's not going to be a big surprise to anybody in the league, and probably including our supporters, really, because where we are, and you know what everybody thinks we're really, but to get them two big decisions wrong is massive. For a penalty where you've got no choice, and he's got to be shot. He's got to be 50-50. He's got to be shot, and to get the goal wrong, where that wasn't a hard offside to do, to be honest. But when the lad scored the penalty, I thought he made a bit too much of it, to be honest. He ran straight to Rossi and he ran straight to our supporters. So at half time, he sort of done the team talk for us, to be honest. You know, you're going to let him do that to our supporters when. But always having the belief in the players that can go again, because you give back the belief to each other. We're part of that, we are, and because managers take too much credit, so do coaches and things like that. But we're not daft as a management team. The players are taking it to the next level where we believe we can get back in the game. We honestly did, even though I thought we were vulnerable at times at the back, and I thought it's the worst probably a back to we played, to be honest. But against a very good player. So coming away from it, you got to take credit, and it was great afterwards. You know, we said we're going to town centre, but Matty Winter was dressed in, you know, his tracksuit, so we couldn't get in. Matty's probably done that on purpose, because that means he wouldn't have to buy a drink, because he's the tightest man ever, isn't he, Kelvin?
He's a bit careful.
He's a bit careful, and Ian's not that far behind him, to be honest. So it's usually me and Kelvin's the one who's got to buy the drinks.
Yeah.
But Rosemary was great. Rosemary, she went to this bar and couldn't get in there, so she found this little place, and Matthew's dancing away and all that. You know, it's what a good night as well. But you only have good nights when you win games. I don't like with good nights if we lose games. Our lads went out to Newcastle, but they don't go if we lose a game. If we win a game or you get a point and it's good, you go. You have that mentality about you. So we had a good night, and it ended up being a good day, but disappointment, never got 3 points. But again, I gather that they said that should have beat up there. Again, we're probably known as a bit lucky and all that, you know, and stuff. So let everybody keep talking. We'll just keep on doing what we're doing. To be honest, enjoying it.
Brilliant. And on the game, I mean, a lovely moment from Paul Hodges.
Oh, brilliant.
There, being brought on. He'd only been on a short while, hasn't he? It shows.
Daniel, if you can't do your job right, Daniel, come on.
Fine.
Aye. It wouldn't have happened if Holmes was here, to be honest.
That's my phone.
Is he off and Kel?
Okay,
that's all right, Kel.
Just turn it off, Dan.
That's it, alright. You still got a lot to learn. Okay.
But yeah, it shows the depth of the squad that he hasn't had many minutes.
No.
He can come on and do that.
And it was a great goal, and we're tempted to do it against Torquay, but we felt the other game was going the other way, so we wanted to make sure we didn't get beaten again. This one, when you need something like that, Hodgie comes on, but he wants to get started, he does, and he'd be close. And to come on when he never kicked the ball against Torquay shows the right attitude, what he wants to do. But a great moment for him, being a local kid who was playing park football, if you want to call it, and not so high football a few years ago, to be in here. It's fantastic. So I'm pleased, and so I've just been to see his sister. Kevin's going to get the sack in a minute. Yeah. I just seen his sister up Specsavers and all that, who's given some free lenses. So I appreciate that as well.
That wasn't Lincoln on the line, was it?
Oh, Cal!
It's probably Jose Mourinho. Yeah.
Lincoln on the line, I know.
Yeah.
I had a laugh with it last night and training. We're doing training last night. The lads are like actually getting. And I'm going to. I remember going on Tuesday again. I said, "I tell you what, I hope we've got some better players at Lincoln and all that, stuff like that." And I said, "Oh, listen, freaking Epstein." I said, "Next week I've got Portsmouth and all that." But I have a laugh about it, and that's all it is. So just been that one, to be honest, and we move forward. We only got one ambition, and move this club forward, and we'll start at tomorrow. But you got to laugh about it.
And you're not going to get an agent then?
That's what I was saying last week, the agent. All the battling I've done at the agents. Funny enough, that's what happened last week. I was sitting here, funny enough, and somebody rang us up and said, "Do you know there's a few jobs going about, and do you want to be an agent and all that, and stuff like that?" I said, "No, bro, I put pins in my eyes, to be honest, and all I'm bothered about is winning the game for working on Saturday. That's all I'm bothered about, to be honest." But an agent, yeah, that'd be fantastic, yeah. So anyway, yeah, it's all pie in the sky stuff. Something's probably happened or something's been said, and we've done well on telly and something got mentioned or whatever, but we've laughed about it. That's what we've done. We had a good laugh about it this week because the lads thought, on their group chat, we were saying he's going to be unbearable with this Lincoln thing, and so I thought I'd take a mix straight away. So I was going to say, about you, was wanting to get the Football League. I'm going there next week, and all like that. So it's all the stuff. So no, we haven't had an approach. No, we're concentrating on is Saturday's game, and that's how we're bored about. So you'll be sick of me for the next couple of years here, I think.
And looking forward, Ebbsfleet, Saturday. Obviously, we've got to mention, Gary Hill. Gary Hill coming back, who was a manager here for 6 years.
6 years.
I know both you and he would say it's all about 3 points on the day, but.
No, listen, the lad should get a good reception. You see, like you say, 6 years, a long time in the football club, and he got a promotion as well, didn't he? He got a promotion and kept the club in the top 10 and things like that in the league. And I blame him actually that I didn't get the job earlier, because I wanted a job for a long time because of his success. I probably had to wait my time, but he deserves a good reception and all that, and I hope he does get one. But it's not about me or him. It's about us as footballers. And he's more experienced than me, to be honest. But it's down to players, managers, as a group, I've found a higher goal like to talk about ourselves a lot. I've never been. It's all about the players. Like you say, I mentioned with agents last night, and the lads winding us up about an agent. The best agent you can get as a manager is your players. It's your best agent you get because the players decide where you go. So I'm well aware I'm not going to get any big lick. That's why we give our award to Malcolm as a group of players. If I got another award, I'll give it to somebody else as well, just like me medal to there, because I know it's from the sponsors to everybody else who helps out. So I'm not this bloke that stands up and says all about me or Ian or Martin and all that, and stuff like that. We're here because in a way, the 95% reason we're top league is about the players. So tomorrow's all about the players. So I'm well aware that we'll give Gary a good reception, but I'm well aware that at 3 o'clock we need them because we've got a few problems tomorrow. We've got a few injuries, we've got a few people out, and we're down to bare bones. Can I get a squad of 16? I hope so. But the bottom line is we'll be there underdogs again with the squad we've got out, I think, to be honest. But the lads are together. They want it so much. I think the supporters and the lads are together as well. So we need them. So where, like I say, Gary will deserve a good reception. We need the supporters on our side. We need them backing us from, and I'm sure we will do.
Oh, I'm sure that, yeah. And Kelvin, you work with Gary quite closely as well. So.
Yeah, very much so. No, Gary was a great success here. What he done on the budget. Again, punching above his weight, really. Sad the way it ended, obviously, but that's football. We all move on. And, but again, like Dowse said, certainly deserves some applause here for what he's done for the football club. And a nice fella.
like 6 years is a long time. Like it's a long time to be at a club 6 years, but you do have that big. I was at Kingstonian for 7 years, and I thought I was successful at Kingstonian, got promotions and playoffs and cups and stuff like that. But you went back, and I remember getting back, and I'm not saying like go over. You give him a clap and that's it, like but I was desperate to beat him, and you do.
Yeah.
I go back to Hampton on New Year's Day. It wasn't if they all stood up and clapped me at all, but again I was the first one to go because clap our fans. Because what I don't believe in, I think Lampard, I don't like it when players play against their own clubs and they don't celebrate, because the wages you're paying them and your team, you celebrate with your fans. I'm not interested in doing celebrate and all that. So Gary will celebrate when they score, and all of us. I did against Hampton Richmond, I did against Kingston. I'm not a big believer in all this respect thing, because the bottom line is, if that's the case, you haven't got enough respect for your club, who you're playing for. If you're playing for your club, you'll do anything in the world to win a game of football, and that's what we'll try to do and all that. So yes, it'll be interesting because there'll be a bit of a budget. Yes, there'll be a few ex-players from them who got coming back here. We know what we've had a watch. We know what they're about. We know what we're about. So it'll be a good game of football. You've got some big players. Like I say, I went in for the lad Goddard in the summer. I never got him. He went there. I went in for the lad Reed, the centre forward from Stevenage, a couple of weeks ago. We never got him. He went there. We've missed out on a few people who we knew our interest. So we want to do well here. Gary will want to do well here. So we're well aware where we are. So listen, we're back to being underdogs again. Let's keep that way. We have got a few problems injury-wise. I'm being honest. We need everybody to see if we can get 11 on the pitch in the right positions. We'll have a go at that tomorrow. But it's pointless going out and getting somebody because we'll be fit next week. Again, we'll just get on with it. Why are you giving things away? I'm not giving anything away. I'm being realistic, because if people think top and you have a bottom, it's going to be a hell of it. We need everybody on our side knowing that we are really on a bit tomorrow. I'm being honest with the supporters. We are really on a bit tomorrow. We felt as though we've been given a rough hand this week on quite a lot of things, to be honest. We have got a few players out, or let it bandage some up, or inject some to play. So we need everybody together tomorrow. So I didn't want us to come tomorrow thinking, we're massively on a bit tomorrow. So we want everybody's help.
So the message is for the fans to put in extra effort tomorrow.
If it can, they've been brilliant. 101, they've been absolutely brilliant, and I love the fans and stuff like that. But I'm trying to be truthful as I can, as I always am. We've got a lot of people who come and get through the line to play. It's one of them times we are. We've got a couple of people off for different reasons as well, we believe. It's stuff like that. So some things that happen, it doesn't take a genius to work out. But the bottom line is, it's not going to be, I want the people to know, be patient if we can. Let's all be patient. Let's try to get the 3 points in the right way. Let's think we're not top and there, at bottom. It's a tough game against players who've got better pedigree than the ones we've got. We need everybody to stick together tomorrow and grind out every result. That's what we need. So I'm trying to be honest as I can.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And then on early games, there's game Tuesday, which against Millwall.
Well, that 23 is Millwall. Just a friendly. We've got a lot of players in that ball who need games. We've got a lot of people we haven't had a look at actually, who would do, like we've got Gray, who's Max Kras. He's got through this week, so he could be in the squad tomorrow. He's got through the whole week without his hamstring. We've got Sam House, who's very frustrated at the minute, and obviously Rossi's playing well. Hodgie hasn't played in many 90s and all that. Nathan Collier hasn't. All these lads who can fit in our team straight away. We need 90s. We'll just fill it around them. With a couple of trials, we're dying to have a look at one we've got recommended. So we'll just fill the team around it and all that, to get the players who need 90 minutes, 90 and all that, and two, have a look at one or two of these trials where they get recommended and they send great videos over. But when these agents send videos over, these clubs send, we never actually mention the bad bits. This so happens, there's always these good bits to do, So his Hodgie agent would have sent that goal, wouldn't he? Good 5,000 times. In fact, Hodgie showed everybody on their way back on the train. That's all he done. He went out with the lads, all he done, he had his phone and he had a picture of him scoring a goal. And on the train, there's passengers who just want to enjoy the train journey back. That's all they want to do. Hodgie showing them blinking tapes of a goal. You know what I mean? I said, give a girl the rest. There's a couple of girls in their old my mother sitting there and all the rest of it, and I was, this was me last night and all that, I'm thinking, they're not bothered, Hodgie, So I think he sent them to sleep, to be fair. So she was about 97 and all, so she went to sleep quite quick.
And I think entrance for that match is £5 for adults, £1 for under 16s.
Correct.
Yeah. 7:30 kickoff.
And I think like Harvey not maybe coming back and all that, and stuff like that. So you'll be pleased, Cal. Calvin liked Harvey a lot. So it's one of them where he's back and all that, and we'll probably play players won't be in their first team, but we've been great. I had to get some stuff signed the other day, and that Neil Harris was excellent, really good. And these football clubs are good. We took a kid down last week to Crystal Palace, who had cancer and leukemia and all that, and who hasn't got that long to live. So media took this kid down, Roy Hodgson, and really brilliant with all the players. So we do get involved with these clubs. It's important that we do sure, you know, come down, have a game on our pitch. So it'd be fantastic. We'll get something from Millwall. You never know. I was there for 5 years and had 5 happy years there. I think we've got a great manager, and I always watch for their results. So we look forward to seeing their point. You know, what happens if you get whacked on Saturday? You might send a few more first team players down, but it'll be mainly on the 23s, and we look forward to watching them and, you know, seeing how we get on.
And we won't talk about the game because it's too far ahead and everything. But then, because we've got one of these next week, surely are the travelling up on the day? Or?
Train, I went back in the day, I think, on the train. Fantastic. The lads love it, you know, and stuff. We get there, and you know, it's a pain for me. Like, how do I have a coach? Me personally, it's a pain for me. But I'll get stick, like, you know, because last week I had to get the car to as an agent. I got him down as an agent. You know what I mean? I haven't got him down as names. I put agent 1, agent 2, so I knew not to answer it. So anyway, that's what happens to agents. So anyway, so I had to go from my house, get the car here. I had to walk to the train station, get a train to London, get London to there, walk to a hotel, the only thing I never done last week was flew. You know, I've done everything good, honestly, but the lads live around that way, so we can get the train. So the lads prefer the train, but it doesn't help me anyway. It doesn't help me. So, but yes, it's great. The train, get straight there, back, job done. So fantastic.
And presumably you've never played up there before, you know?
No, not at all. No. I played at Hartlepool's now before as part of growing up there, but a lot of clubs I have, a lot of clubs doing it. It doesn't bother us, like, where we play, to be honest, like, you know, I've always been one of them where we've been there before, not been there before. I remember people before the Dowse game were trying to say that our record down Dowse was very poor and all that, you know. Things can make into things like the manager, one thing aren't you supposed to lose the next game and all that, you know, and stuff like that, but we haven't, to be honest. So all these make-believe curses, people come up and they do it in the change room now, where they want to be the last out of the change room and the first out and got to wear the same shirt or change shirts. Things didn't bother us at all, to be honest, you know, you got to win a game. So I think all these things are cobblers, to be honest.
And Kelv, you go to most games, don't you?
I do, yeah.
And Francis.
And Francis, yeah. No,
Yeah.
Francis comes along to every game that I go to, yeah.
She knows more about the game than him, to be honest, like, you know. So I pick Francis's brains about the team, to be honest, so he disagrees with
That's
that.
about right, yeah. No, obviously I enjoy my football, and like I say, it's a pleasure really going to watch games. It's something that I really enjoy. So yeah, I think it's good. We need to go and watch a few more, don't we?
We do. We've got a couple of planning.
So,
We do. We'll watch games, get better in what we've got if we can. But we've got to get better at the minute. The lads are keeping their places, and you know, like Pooks is coming from nowhere, done unbelievable the last couple of games.
He's scary, isn't he?
Scary. I know, definitely. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't want to get a right hook off him, to be honest. Like, you know, he's but the nicest kid you want to meet in your life, the nicest lad you want to meet. And very disappointed not getting in. You know, you want to prove a point more to Gary, because Gary didn't play much, I suppose, but he's got to be in the control here. And he tackles what he makes, his old-fashioned tackles, because you're not allowed to tackle anymore in the game. But you've got to make sure it's controlled. If it's controlled, it's fine. He's one of the better players, I think, in that department. But listen, the lads are together. We look forward to the game. Everybody's together in the football club, I believe. Everybody's been, you know, it has been a pleasure over the last couple of months seeing the smiling faces. We're not daft where we are, but bottom line is, you know, people being saying I should go mad about the credit we're getting. What's the point of doing that? What's the point of doing that? You know, I remember somebody ringing us and said, "Oh yeah, they said I should have won by 7 up there on the weekend." Of course, I should have done. You know, Gavin should have scored ahead of Poor, so you had another shot. You know, we had the 2 massive kicks against it. To come back again, that's good credit to the lads. But I thought we should have won the game, and I thought we should have beat Torquay as well, to be honest. But there you go. We'll move forward against a tough team, against some good players, and I hope it's going to be a bumper crowd, and everybody gets behind them.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for your time. I always watch these, and I always wonder how Holmesley makes them last 20 minutes or something like that. And I've suddenly looked at the clock and found we've been going for nearly half an hour. But it's 2 weeks.
But Nico, you've done well, because you've talked about Holmesy talks about himself, and he wants to. So you've actually Kelvin spoken, you asked, bro. You can't get a word with Holmes. He wants to talk about himself all the time, talk about what he's done, all, you know, in his life and all that, which is very interesting. Way. So honestly, hopefully we'll get somebody else to do this on a permanent basis. Hopefully the board of directors, obviously my liaison officer here, can go back to the board and saying Holmesy can be sacked, and I'm sure we'll move forward in a good manner. To be honest, you know.
Brilliant.
Good luck,
Thank
Holmesy.
you. Thank you.